Hi, my name is Gavin Robertson. I, with my wife, have the Soletrader Petit Basset Griffon Vendeens. I've been involved with the breed since childhood, so over 20 to 25 years I've been involved with the breed. First started off with beagles since when I was a child, and then progressed on to having one of the early petits in Scotland with my parents, and then carried that on myself, and then obviously when I met Sarah and we had the petits between us. So most of my life I've been involved with the breed, so I'm thoroughly hooked and addicted. I'm not quite sure which or both. They're infectious. They're cute puppies like this at this age. They've got a bit of devilment about them. They're not the dog for everybody because they're not perfectly obedient. They are a typical hound where they can have deaf ears when they want, but they're full of life and full of love and full of vigour. They're a happy little breed, so they give us hours of fun, either it be at home, in the house, out taking them for walks, or obviously at dog shows as well, which we do as a hobby. So they're a great breed. Anybody that's had one will never be without them. They do want to make you pull your hair out sometimes, but they're a great little breed, full of fun. So the history of this breed, they are a French breed. They have come from a family of originally from four Basset breeds. We have the Petit is the smallest, Petit Basset is the smallest. Then we have the Grand Basset Griffon Vendeen. And then we have the Briquet, which is the next size up. And then we have the Grand Griffon, which is the largest of the four. Now, in this country, we only have the Petit and the Grand, which is what you'll see it shows. There are the odd Briquet and the odd Grand Griffon, but they're not Kennel Club registered in the UK. They are primarily a hunting dog. So they're a French dog. They're bred to chase rabbit and hare. So they're an active dog. They do require a lot of exercise, but they get on well. Obviously being a pack breed, they get on well. Interestingly, in Sweden, they're used for hunting as well, but they do it singly, where they're going out with a marksman for roe deer. In the country of origin in France, they are a pack breed. They do like company for sure. They're certainly a lively dog. The easiest way to put them in context is if something's going on in the distance and you have a Petit and a Grand, a Petit will immediately go straight in and observe. Their tails are always clicking away like a little clock. They're quite a busy little dog, whereas a Grand will stand back and observe before it decides whether it wishes to go in there and see what's going on. They both will do the same endurance through a day, but they are an active dog. They're not a lap dog. I mean, okay, this puppy's sitting in my lap now, but he's a puppy, but they do require exercise. And obviously the two other breeds in the group, I don't have much dealing with, to be fair, because they are hunting dogs primarily, and really they're not a domesticated dog as yet. But yeah, the Petits are probably busy and active is probably the easiest way to describe them. They don't often want to sit down and do nothing. They do like it every now and then, but they like to be seeing what's going on and running around. So we also in this country have the Basset Hound, which is also a French dog, which obviously everybody will know what a Basset Hound is. They're a very famous dog to look at. We have the Fauve de Breton, which again is a French hound. It's a red or rustic coloured hound, very similar size to the Petit, a little bit shorter backed, but very similar, same height, similar sort of characteristics and temperament. So of the four breeds, we have the Petit Basset, then we have the Grand Basset Griffon Vendeen, and the other two breeds who are closely related is again the French Basset Hound, and also the Basset Fauve de Breton, which you'll see more and more popular nowadays in this country. So the Basset Hound is still the most well known through all walks of life, which is everybody knows what a Basset Hound looks like, and they are a slightly heavier set, longer set dog than the Petit, which is a short dog. The Basset Fauve is the shortest of the breeds. Again, they are a short-legged dog, so they're not square dog like a beagle, for instance, and lighter framed. They go for the similar sort of animals, small and game that a Petit goes for, and they're all very popular. The Basset is the most popular, but the Petits, the Fauves, and the Grands are, they're increasing in popularity year by year. All of which mix well, live well in somebody's house, or can be an outdoor dog. What makes a good Petit? The $1,000,000 question. A multitude of things. Obviously, first and foremost, you're not going to have a good show dog if it's not looked after properly. So the condition of any dog is paramount, and that's something that anybody can achieve, whether it's your very first dog or you've been involved with any show dog for 30, 40 years. You know, condition of a dog is so important. Obviously, it goes into a lot of work into the breeding program and how you achieve what you're trying to get. So you've got to start with a good foundation, whether that be from another breeder or however you get around to that. But it's knowing you have to have an ideal picture in your head as to what you're looking for. So you have to have a template of any breed, whether it be a petite or a beagle or an Afghan or whatever. You've got to know in yourself what you're trying to achieve, and you're trying to get as close to the breed standard as possible. There is no perfect dog in any breed anywhere in the world, but we strive to try and breed the perfect dog. We're a firm believer that a dog is a dog and it has to have a life, so they run around freely. If they want to get mucky, they get mucky, that's fine. You know, they're not sort of kept indoors and, you know, never allowed to get dirty, things like that, far from it. So anybody that's been to my place, they'll see my dogs run around, and the dogs we show now at a show ring, you'll see at home, they don't look like the show dog because they're filthy, but they're having a good time. So that's the first part, that, you know, to get a good show dog, it must be well looked after. For a good show dog, it needs to have a good temperament. You know, if it's not got a good temperament, it's never going to be a good show dog. So to get the whole thing in one package is not easy. You know, we've all had good dogs that aren't great show dogs, and we've had great show dogs that aren't good dogs themselves. And to try and get the whole thing is the challenge. That's why everybody across the world and up and down the country do it week in, week out, to try and have the best dog and don't you jump off, and breed the best dog that there is. So it's not easy. That's, you know, it's fun, and that's part of it, is to try and get the whole package. We try. So you know, and we've been lucky. We've had some good success. We've had some good dogs that have been appreciated by judges, breeders alike all around the world. So we cannot complain. We've done extremely well.